About 5 years ago, I was 125 kg, obese, my mental health was in the shit. I was absolutely gone in terms of my health. I didn't know where I was in my life. I was completely bamboozled. I lacked all hope. I had a shit ton of anxiety and I didn't know what to do about it. The thing that changed my life was YouTube videos exactly like this that had told me that I need to stop feeling sorry for myself and enter the gym. And this is why every single man that I know needs to have a gym membership and go to the gym. I can't think of something that changed my life more than attending the gym. And there's so many reasons for that, and I'm gonna just touch on a couple of them here now as well that you need to hear. First, I'm gonna tell you about my own personal story. So I was super overweight, and it was difficult for me to kind of walk out and just be comfortable in my own skin. Genuinely, my weight was a big insecurity of myself, and me managing to overcome that, it was something that really like I was so proud of. And I noticed straight away that people would treat me differently. But not only would people treat me differently, but also my life, kind of the trajectory of it just changed as well. I managed to actually, through the law of attraction, actually just encounter so much success in so many different aspects of my life, dealing with people, dealing with jobs, and just dealing with anything that I wanted. I realized that I was getting treated differently just because I had improved my appearance a little bit. The reason why I say that is because I credit a lot of my transformation in terms of physically down to the gym. Now, you need to go to the gym not only because of physical stuff. Yes, it's so nice when you look better and you feel better, you get a good pump, the clothes fit you better. All of a sudden now, like, I can't explain to you that level of satisfaction, like when you buy something, even if it's like one of those, you know, those like cheap H&M, or, you know, I know we're boycotting now, but cheap sort of like those cheap t-shirts essentially that you will buy. All of a sudden now you will see that you will put those on, and maybe on the normal person they will just fit like, you know, like they have to buy off the rack and it doesn't fit well. But if you have a good body and a good physique in terms of, and what I mean by that is if you have a good amount of muscle around your shoulder and your lats, and it tapers off into, you know, that kind of like Dorito shape that's like an upside down triangle, especially for guys I'm talking about. But this video applies for girls also. But like, genuinely, the benefit of getting yourself into shape is that clothes fit you so much better, you look better, you feel better, you carry the weight so much better, your posture improves as well, and overall people will notice it as well. That's why I say, like, going to the gym, you meet so much more beautiful people as well. That's why I'm not even saying like train at home. Training at home is good, but when you go to the gym and you physically go to the gym and you lock yourself in that building for 1.5 to 2 hours, for some people even an hour, you now start to see other people around you who are also chasing that same goal that would much all, I know, rather probably be somewhere else, but instead they're in the gym and they're training their ass off. And that's why you need to go and see that, and then also train and put yourself forward that same way too. So that's why I say, like, probably the best thing that I ever did for myself was going for the gym. But now when I speak about it, obviously from a doctor's perspective, I have to tell you essentially that going to the gym is probably one of the best releases of dopamine that you can actually have. And the reason why I mean that is because when you are doom scrolling, for example, if you are on your phone and you're just flicking, you get these cheap releases of dopamine, and they are fantastic. Trust me, like, I do it too. I'll keep it real, like, I'm not perfect. That being said, the release of dopamine that you get from the gym is a much longer lasting release, and the reason why it's really good is because you had to exert yourself through a significant amount of pain in order for you to release, in order for you to actually achieve that dopamine reward, whereas it wasn't quick. And the hard earning dopamine that you have to work hard for, creates a reward circuit system which is much more beneficial in the long term. And I hope that makes sense, guys. It's all well and good reading your self-help books, going through the journals and doing all of that stuff, guys, but trust me, you need to build a strong body. I'm telling you now, there is going to come a time where you are going to have to rely on your body to carry itself. And I've worked, trust me, in A&E hospitals where I have seen 50 and 60 year olds with no muscle masses literally dying because they have simple falls, whether it be down the stairs or something like that, because they don't have any muscle. Guys, sarcopenia is probably one of the biggest killers of the elderly generation. And what is sarcopenia? It's not just some big Latin or Greek, I'm not too sure, the word, yeah? The word sarcopenia literally means muscle loss, and it is the loss of muscle, the progressive loss of muscle that normally happens over time, not only because of a lack of protein intake, but also because if you do not use it, you will lose it. I know that for sure. That's why it's very important to make sure you continue to lift heavy things and put your muscles under mechanical tension. We know that the primary driver for muscle growth is no longer time under tension or any of that, you know, lifting heavy weights and heavy reps and supersets. It's actually mechanical tension. So mechanical tension is the number one growth, and that's why we know that it's never going to be your protein intake. In fact, if you were to just continue to eat high protein, you may maintain, but eventually it will decline. You need to pair your protein intake with going to the gym and lifting some heavy ass weights. So I hope that if you take one thing away from this gym, to sign a gym membership and make sure that you go. And if you want to know the exact plan that I did to transform my body from this fat absolute thing to the body that I got now, then just comment down below and I'll be happy to share that with you guys. But in the meantime, it's been absolutely amazing amazing talking to you guys anyway. Now, if you did like the video, please do leave a like. I'll be very, very grateful. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. See you in a bit.